What's going on? It's time to talk about a psychological thriller, comedy, I guess. Some people call this a horror film. I don't personally. I don't find it to be a horror film. To me, it's more of a psychological thriller, but they always walk the fine line between horror and thriller. So, yeah. Uh, Today I'm going to be talking about the Dutch film The Columnist. It was originally released December 20th, 2019 at the Fantasia Film Festival and gained a lot of praise and stuff. So, yeah. And it was directed by Ivo van Art, who's done other films like Quantum Zeno, One of the Boys, and Christo Mozart, Keys to Mozart, Elegance, other films like that. So, yeah. Columnist is a story of a woman, Femke, and she basically is like a blogger and a writer. She has a new book coming out, and it starts getting some harsh criticism all over social media and stuff. She comes and it's totally like invested in like the reviews and of her upcoming release and stuff, and yeah, it starts getting to her. All the social media negative stuff that's going on social media starts affecting her, and she decides to take matters into her own hands. So whenever someone writes a bad review or something, she basically goes and like tortures them and kills them if they don't like change their minds on it or write something better or anything like that. And yeah, so she basically goes about doing this for a while for self gain of to make her advertise her book better and stuff. And yeah, and then it kind of works out that way. She doesn't actually get caught, but she definitely is put in some pretty awkward circumstances of how it is. And it's funny seeing how this unfolds. There's some good comedy in there too. Also, with the comedy though, there's a lot of like Dutch humor mixed into it. So some of it, if you're not from like anywhere where they speak Dutch or anything, it might be not be as humorous as expected, but it's still pretty good. The action scenes are good. The acting, perspective wise, is pretty good, and yeah, the cinematography is fantastic, and the music is really good for this film. Even like the gore effects and stuff are pretty amusing, and pretty good looking too. So, yeah, overall, I thought the story was pretty entertaining. It's still pretty good. I consider it standard now after seeing so many of these that it's hard for me to see something new in it. But definitely, it's a good fresh coat of paint with like a new settings and stuff like that in a basic the thriller aspect of the story, and it kind of actually enhances it and makes it a little bit better. And yeah, overall, it's a fun time. Um, it's never really a dull. It's never really slow. The pacing is pretty spot on for this film, and that yeah, there's not much to complain about. The social media aspect's kind of like a cliche sort of thing now, and yeah, they kind of do it like pretty much any other film that sort of delves somewhat into this type of thing um with social media and stuff. You have like the text coming up on the screen and stuff, so you can see it while she's like walking around the supermarket and things like that. And those I find are annoying little things. Some people like adding that to add context, but to me, it's like a distraction and just time filler shots and stuff, which they probably don't need. But that's just a nitpicky thing for me. And yeah, and some of the humor just didn't sit with me, which is a little off-putting sometimes, but it's still a fun time. The ending is really good. Spoiler alert, I know I probably already mentioned it, but yeah, like she gets away with it. I love like when movies do that. It's never always. I love movies when there's never always a happy ending, and the stupid Hollywood way, and they try to do something a little different and leave it a ambiguous almost. On did she actually get away with it, or did she actually get in trouble with it? They kind of leave that open ended for you to decide, and I like how they films do that. So overall, I really enjoyed The Columnist. It was way better than I was expecting. It is in Dutch, so it is subtitled. So I know half the people watching this probably will be off-put by that and won't check it out, but you should definitely check it out. If you like psychological thrillers with a little bit of humor mixed in, you'll definitely enjoy this type of film. So I'm going to give The Columnist a 4 out of 5. It's really good and a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. There's a trail link down below, like always, where if you want to check it out and see what I'm talking about, it's linked down below. Also, my Instagram is always linked down below, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. And I usually hide the film title and the subgenre of film in a hashtag of the video clip. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, stay in the loop. Or you can also follow me on Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. I also have that written down below. So that's where I post my first star rating right off the bat after watching it. And yeah, so you can find me on one of those. Those two, I'm always on them to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. And yeah, comment your opinions of the film down below if you've seen it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and whatnot. So, and if you have any films at all, whether it's like horror, thriller, or any film at all, watch anything that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And make sure you subscribe. Yeah, because you never know what I'm going to talk about next, and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about next. So, yeah. But hopefully you find something interesting and good that you never thought of checking out together. So, yeah. Also, you can find this film you can find The Columnist on Shudder right now. It's on there. So that's one place you could actually find this film to check it out. So, yeah. But watch out for all those social media weirdos out killing people, giving them bad reviews and annoying them by trolling them and stuff. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So, cheers.